Greetings, geeks and geekeras. It is me. I am back. Have I done this before? I think I might be caught in a time loop. You know, like Hedgehog Day. Sorry. Had to do it. I mean, I couldn't exactly get back up and re-enter because don't really have editing software. So, anyway, welcome Legends of Tomorrow. Oh boy. I really like this one. It's going to be a little hard to talk about, but I really like it. Basically, Zari does some little more of her time hacking. Kind of messes up Gideon a bit. So Sarah, who's fresh off a mission where she had to look like Appa, is peeved at her, and Zari's peeved at her, so they get into a little fight. She then goes down to the bay, because it seems like Zari's now taking over for Jax, which I don't mind. And so she's messing with the ship some. She accidentally gets some goo on her, and she says a quip about Sarah, everything, and then ball of explosions. Ship breaks up. But then Zari, as my little intro sketch thing implied, goes back to when she's arguing with Sarah and she's stuck in a time loop. And at first, she doesn't know what to do. She tries telling them the truth, but I think they basically said like 6 separate times they think she's crazy and give her a sedative, to the point where she's developed slight immunity to the sedative. And then she finally gets to the right person, and so Zari finds Nate. And Nate tells her, find me, say Groundhog Day. And of course, like my little skit thing implied, she called it Hedgehog Day when she approached him. But she eventually said Groundhog Day, and he figured it out. And so from now on, he starts helping her. They try to investigate Zari. Nothing's up with her. Except for that her and Nate are kind of sort of back together. But not really wanting to admit it, which, by the way, if she isn't already, I'm guessing that by the end of the season they're gonna say that they conceived a child on the time ship. And we hear some of that. But yeah, so Zari's clean. Then they go for Mick. Mick's fine, except for he's writing a sci-fi romance novel. Which sounds weird, but from what little snippets they heard, I wouldn't mind if like the writers released that as a separate book that we could read. And wrote it under the pen name Mick Rory. I'd read that. So he's cleared. Ray's only secret is that he was told by Constantine that he needs to kill Sarah. And they figure that out. Then they go for, of course, everyone else is free, so Sarah. which they find out that Sarah's secret is that she's off having video chats with Ava. And basically we get that she likes Zari as part of the team, and she thinks that she's a crucial member, but she still pisses her off. Then we get but Sarah wants to ask Ava out, but is a little too afraid. And that's something we find out maybe a little bit later on, but anyway. Then we get really awesome, probably my favorite death, because in order to sneak up and spy on Sarah, Ray shrunk down as the Atom, and Zari shrunk down with him, using her totem to fly like he does. And Sarah knocks them out with a newspaper. And that was one of the deaths. And so Zari has no real thing left to figure out why they're in this time loop. Then Nate sees that she's tired and says, well, time loop, no consequence, so you can do whatever. And so we get this awesome little montage where she tries on everyone's stuff. We even have a reference to Hot Girl with her putting on a mask, which was funny. And we even get her dressing up as Mick and trying to use his gun. And having immense amounts of fun, to the fact where she actually goes to one scene and Mick and Ray are talking. Cards. They're saying every sentence, even grunt, and then it ends with ship goes boom. And so that goes on for a while. And finally she just gets so freaking tired of it. Which is really cool because it's something else that Groundhog Day did. Which is cool, is that she gets to the point where she's so freaking tired of it that she wants to try to maybe put a bullet in her own head, because she's like, that's the one thing that she hadn't tried. Which, by the way, Zari, if it keeps to the rules of Groundhog Day, that doesn't work. But she finally, just full of emotion, breaks down in front of Sarah, and Sarah's like, okay, let's do it. Let's find the bomb. And so they find out that there's something wrong with the trash compactor. The one part of the ship which Zari and the audience didn't know about. But they open it up, and who's inside? Gary! Long lost Gary. Apparently he was sent there because the Legends time ship blows up every hour. It blows up, and so he was sitting there to figure out like what's going on, but he was stuck in the trash compactor, so he couldn't help. So he had a little time loop device, so that's where you get the time loop. But then things go on, and they find the bomb, and we figure out that this wasn't really happening. It wasn't a dream, which I'm glad about that, because even Zari was like, I'm gonna kick your ass if this is a dream. But it's not. It was all Gideon going into her consciousness and transferring it to the ship so that she could like show her this, and so she could bond with the team, which physical Gideon returns And it's so awesome to see her again. I really want her to become a physical member of the team. Like, a la Andromeda, where they build her an AI or Ava from the Green Lantern cartoon. I really want that for Gideon. Get the same actress. Because she's awesome. And her back and forth with Zari was amazing. And also, I'd be remiss if I didn't also point out that the woman playing Gideon is pretty damn good looking. But anyway, so Zari figures this out. She figures out the thing that put her in this was that little goo that spread her in the face from earlier. That wasn't just like a one-off little thing. And she basically makes the team, it wakes up, makes the team confront their secrets. And bond with the team, especially Sarah. Because now that she's gone through the time loop, she feels like they're family. And so basically this was her official welcome to the team, like officially. And that was the episode. Oh, we do end on a small little thing. Just maybe a little speedster showing up in China, which is a cool little kind of nod to the fact where he's clearly not in Central City. Because they're not using him on Flash. And so apparently he's been meditating so long that his hair's gotten longer, apparently. So another nod, I love that. But then he gets Rip. As fans assumed, Rip would get Wally involved. And he's there and he gets him involved, and then boom. Episode ends. And we will see that resolved soon, but not next, because next time we have to deal with Earth Totem, which is apparently owned or sought after. Not really got an answer for that. By Blackbeard himself. Yes, it's a Pirates episode. But I've been going on for too long. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Where, unless I feel up to doing something and I think of it, might just be the pirate episode, because Black Lightning's taking a week off. So anyway, till next time, and beyond.